Hi everyone, I'm Helen from Susan's family. Today I'd like to bring you the Secret Garden Blanket. For this electronic tutorial, you can search for susud.com on the website to check it out. The blanket consists of small motifs, large motifs, triangular motifs, and the blanket edging. Among them, the small motifs are further divided into daisy motifs, plum blossom motifs, and two types of bee motifs. Start by crocheting the large motifs. After completing them, crochet the corresponding number of small motifs. At the same time, work and join them with the large motifs. Then crochet the triangular motifs and join them as you go. Finally, crochet the edging around the outer edge of the blanket. Let's start by learning how to crochet the large motifs. Here, the large motifs are divided into 3 sections for explanation. The circular area in the middle is section 1, and the areas with corner triangles on all 4 sides are section 2, while the part that crocheted around the first 2 sections is section 3. Let's start with section 1. Start with the magic ring. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise, working outward. A variety of stitch techniques are used here. All of them are marked on the pattern chart, so I won't go through each one individually. Next, please watch as I demonstrate the specific crocheting method. For your convenience in watching, I'll use a few random colors for the demonstration. For specific yarn, color schemes, and hook sizes, please refer to the detail page of our product and the paper instructions. Start with a magic ring. After completing it, work on round 1. First, make 2 chain stitches as the turning chains for the half double crochet. These 2 chain stitches count as 1 half double crochet stitch. Then pick up the ring center and crochet 1 half double crochet. Next, work 1 chain stitch as an interval. Then crochet 2 half double crochets. Follow with 1 chain stitch as an interval. Continue alternating by crocheting 2 half double crochets and 1 chain stitch, repeating this pattern 4 times. After completing, please check the stitch count. Include the turning chains. There are a total of 12 half double crochets here, and 6 chain spaces. After completing, close the magic ring. Next, find the second chain from the turning chain. Pick up both strands of this chain and insert the hook. Work 1 slip stitch. Note that this slip stitch doesn't count as a stitch. You need to tighten it. This prevents having extra stitches later on. The first round is now complete. For the next round, you need to change colors. Fasten off the yarn. Weave the yarn tail into the wrong side of the fabric. The side with neat stitch texture is the right side of the fabric. The wrong side has a more blurred texture. You can hide the tail a few more times for security. The final yarn tail can be woven in during the next round. Alternatively, you can weave it into the wrong side of the first round using the same method. Now move on to the second round. Pick up the corresponding color, make a slip knit with the yarn. Locate the position of the turning chain from the previous round. Insert your hook into the hole where the slip stitch was worked. Draw the loop from the slip knit through. Adjust it slightly. Then make one chain as your turning chain. This is the turning chain for single crochet. Note that this turning chain does not count as a stitch. Next, pick the gap between the turning chain and the adjacent half double crochet. Work one single crochet into that space. Crochet while weaving in the yarn tail. Continue onward, picking up the adjacent chain space. One single crochet. One half double crochet. One double crochet. One half double crochet. One single crochet. Consider the stitches worked into the chain space as one group of pattern. Move down and pick up the middle gap of two half double crochets respectively. Work a single crochet into the chain space. Crochet one group of pattern. Follow this method. Continue crocheting downward. Finish the last pattern on the first single crochet stitch where you started, which is the horizontal braid on the left side. Work a slip stitch. Pull tight. Fasten off the yarn. At this point, the second round is complete. Continue with the third round on the pattern to the left of the previous round's yarn tail. Pick up the single crochet position within the pattern to join the yarn. Then make one chain as your turning chain. In the same spot, correspondingly work one single crochet. Be mindful to weave in the ends. Next, pick the adjacent half double crochet position. Crochet a half double crochet increase. Insert the hook into its stitch. Work two half double crochets in the same position. Complete the half double crochet increase. At the adjacent double crochet position, pick up the stitch and crochet a double crochet increase. Work two double crochets in one position. Complete the double crochet increase. Continue onward, pick up the adjacent stitch and crochet a half double crochet increase. After completing it, work a single crochet in the single crochet position. Crochet 1 slip stitch in the adjacent single crochet position. There's no need to tighten the slip stitch here. The chart uses a solid oval point to indicate this. Consider the crocheted part as one group. Continue crocheting downward following the method for one group. I'll demonstrate it again. Pick up the pattern position. Work 1 single crochet separately. 1 half double crochet increase. One double crochet increase. One half double crochet increase. One single crochet. Crochet 1 slip stitch in the next single crochet position without tightening. Complete one group. Continue crocheting downward. Finish the last group. Pick up the starting single crochet and work slip stitches. Tighten. Break the yarn. Take a look afterward. If the stitches in the next round are more sparse, or there are holes, it might be difficult to weave in the ends. You can hide the yarn on the wrong side of the fabric. If the stitches are dense, making it convenient to weave in the ends, you can hide the yarn while crocheting the next round. I won't repeat the explanation about weaving in ends from now on. That completes the 3rd round. Move on to crochet the 4th round. At any position from the previous round, where the slip stitch is not tightened. Pick its braid. Join the yarn. Then make 2 chains to start. In the same position, work 1 half double crochet. Next, crochet 8 chains as an interval. Next, pick the braid of the next slip stitch that is not tightened, and work a HDC 2 puff stitch. First, work 2 incomplete half double crochets. Yarn over. Insert the hook. Yarn over and draw through. There will be 3 loops on the hook. This is an incomplete half double crochet. Work 1 more. Yarn over again, and draw through all loops on the hook. This completes the HDC 2 puff stitch. Then continue crocheting 8 chain stitches as an interval. Next, pick the braid of the next slip stitch that is not tightened. Work a HDC 2 puff stitch. Start by working 2 incomplete half double crochet stitches. 1, 2. Finally, yarn over and draw through all loops on the hook. This completes the HDC 2 puff stitch. Next, pick up the braid of the next slip stitch that is not tightened. Work another HDC 2 puff stitch. In between, crochet 8 chain stitches as an interval. Continue crocheting downward. Complete the last 8 chain stitches. At the position of the half double crochet, on the left side of the turning chain, pick up the stitch and work 1 slip stitch. Tighten it. This color will still be needed for the next round. Do not cut the yarn here. Now the 4th round is completed. Next, start the 5th round. Pick up the adjacent chain space on the left. Work a slip stitch to carry the yarn along. Start with 3 chain stitches as the turning chain. These 3 chains count as 1 double crochet stitch. Pick up the same chain space next. Work 7 double crochet stitches. Including the turning chain, that makes a total of 8 stitches here. Continue to pick up each chain space ahead. Work 8 double crochet stitches in each chain space. Complete the last 8 double crochet stitches. On the turning chain, pick up the 2 strands of the 3rd chain stitch. Insert the hook and work 1 slip stitch. Pull tight. The 5th round is now complete. Since the 7th round will still use this color, leave the yarn tail here for later use. Enlarge the loop slightly, then exit the fabric or yarn ball from the inside. Slightly tighten it. Leave the yarn tail in place. Move down to work the 6th round. Locate any chain space from the 4th round. Find the gap on the right side of the 8 double crochets. Pick up the chain space to join the yarn. Start with 3 chain stitches as the turning chain. Work 2 incomplete double crochets in the same position. Yarn over. Insert the hook. Yarn over and draw through. Yarn over and draw through the first 2 loops. That's an incomplete double crochet. Pay attention, the height after completing this should be slightly taller than the previous round. Work 1 more stitch. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through once. Treat this as a special DC3 bobble. Crochet 4 chain stitches for the interval. Then, in the gap on the left side of the 8 double crochets, pick up the same chain position. Crochet a DC3 bobble. First, work 3 incomplete double crochets. Note that the height after completing this should be slightly taller than the previous round. Finally, yarn over, pull through all the loops on the hook, finish the DC3 bobble. Next, crochet 8 chain stitches for the interval. Then pick up the next chain space. In the gaps on either side of the 8 double crochets, work 1 DC3 bobble in each side. Crochet 4 chain stitches as an interval. After completing, crochet 8 more chain stitches. Moving forward, work in the gaps on either side of the double crochets. Pick up the chain spaces from the 4th round. Work a DC3 bobble. Chain the corresponding number of stitches for the intervals. For specifics, everyone can refer to the previous steps and the chart. Finish crocheting the remaining part. Complete the last 8 chain stitches. Move downward and place the yarn tail from the 5th round at the front. To make the next crocheting more convenient, then, locate the starting position for the bobble stitch. Pick up this special bobble stitch. Slip stitch into the stitch on the left side of the turning chain. Pull tight. Fasten off the yarn. The 6th round is now complete. Continue with the 7th round. Use the yarn tail from the 5th round to continue crocheting. Pick up the yarn. Insert the hook here at the position of the 5th round to start crocheting. First, pick up the turning chain, and insert the hook. Here, you need to place the 6th round's chain stitches behind. At the same time, crochet on the right side of this bobble stitch. Insert through the hole from the previous slip stitch. Yarn over and draw the yarn through. Then, make 1 chain as your turning chain. Correspondingly, make 1 single crochet. Continue downward. Pick up the stitch of the double crochet from the 5th round. Make 1 single crochet. Pay attention, the chain stitch should still be placed at the back. When crocheting, keep all the chain stitches from the previous round at the back. I won't repeat this instruction moving forward. After completing, move to the left side of the bobble stitch. From below the chain space, insert into the adjacent double crochet stitch. Correspondingly, make 2 single crochets evenly. Later on, you will crochet a single crochet increase. Make 2 single crochets in one position. Complete the single crochet increase. Continue with 1 single crochet in the adjacent position. Then, on the left side of the bobble stitch, pick the same insertion point as the previous single crochet. Make 1 single crochet. Correspondingly, make 2 single crochets evenly in the adjacent stitch. Consider the completed section as one group here. Moving forward, you will crochet one group like this. I'll demonstrate it again. Start by moving to the left. On the right side of the bobble stitch, pick up the stitch and correspondingly make 2 single crochets. Next, on the left side of the bobble stitch, pick up the stitch and correspondingly make 2 single crochets. One single crochet increase. 1 single crochet. Later, on the left side of this bobble stitch, pick the insertion point of the previous stitch. Make 1 single crochet. Continue correspondingly with 2 single crochets in the adjacent stitch. Another group is completed. Continue crocheting. Finally, pick up the stitch from the starting single crochet and join with a slip stitch. Tighten it. The 7th round is now complete. Fasten off the yarn and weave in the end. Make sure all yarn tails are woven into the wrong side here. Next, we will crochet the 8th round. Refer to the chart and join the yarn on the corresponding single crochet, that is, at the position of 1 double crochet. There is 1 single crochet on each side of the puff stitch. On the left side, 1 single crochet, join the yarn. Then, chain 1 to start. Correspondingly, make 1 single crochet. Crochet 6 chain stitches as an interval downward. Next, skip 4 single crochets to the left. Pick up the next stitch position and make 1 single crochet. Chain 6 as an interval. Then, skip the next 4 single crochets afterward. Make 1 single crochet. Chain 6 as an interval. From now on, skip 4 single crochets and make 1 single crochet. Between the single crochets, chain 6 as an interval. Continue crocheting. Complete the last 6 chains. Slip stitch into the starting single crochet. Pull tight. Don't cut the yarn. The 8th round is now completed. Move on to the 9th round. Start by crocheting into the chain space on the right side. First, enlarge the loop on the crochet hook slightly. Remove the hook. Insert the hook into the chain space on the right side. Then insert it into the loop that was left. Draw the yarn through. This way, the yarn is adjusted properly. Now make 1 turning chain to start. Correspondingly, make 1 single crochet. Crochet 5 chains. Then pick the adjacent chain space and crochet 1 single crochet. Make 2 chains. Next, pick the spot for the left single crochet. At its insertion position, crochet 1 double crochet. Wrap the single crochet in. Then crochet 3 chains as a transition. Crochet 1 more double crochet in the same position. Follow with 2 chains for an interval. Here, from the starting single crochet to these 2 chains. Treat it as one group. Moving forward, just repeat the crochet of this group. Let me demonstrate it again. First, pick the adjacent chain space, and make 1 single crochet, then crochet 5 chains. Next, pick the following hole, and make 1 single crochet, afterward, crochet 2 chains. Then pick the insertion position of the left single crochet, and crochet 1 double crochet. Follow with 3 chains. Crochet 1 more double crochet in the same position. Then work 2 chains afterward. Now, another group is completed. Repeat this process. Continue crocheting. Once the last group is finished, start with a slip stitch on the initial single crochet. Pull tight. Cut the yarn. Hide the yarn tail at the wrong side. This completes the 9th round. Move on to the 10th round. Join the yarn at the starting single crochet from the previous round. Then make 1 chain as your turning chain. Correspondingly work 1 single crochet. Pick up the chain space next. Crochet 3 double crochets. Next, crochet a CH2SL picket stitch. Start by making 2 chains. Then pick the stitch of the edge, double crochet from underneath. Pick the front thread and 1 thread from the left side. Work 1 slip stitch. This completes the picket stitch with 2 chains. Continue crocheting 3 double crochets in the same chain space next. I consider the starting single crochet up to this point as one group. Next, just repeat the crochet of such a group. Work a single crochet when you encounter a single crochet position. Then, you'll come across a space with 2 chains. Skip it. Pick the chain space between the double crochets. Crochet 3 double crochets. Work a picket stitch with 2 chains. Continue picking the space and crochet 3 double crochets. Skip the space with 2 chains. Work a single crochet at the single crochet position. Space with 5 chains. Crochet 6 double crochets. After completing the 3rd double crochet, work a picket stitch with 2 chains above. Continue in this way from here on. Continue crocheting. End with a slip stitch in the starting single crochet. Pull tight. Break the yarn. That completes the 10th round. Now move on to the 11th round. Join the yarn at the 2nd double crochet, on the right side of the starting single crochet from the previous round. Chain 2 to start. This counts as 1/2 double crochet. Crochet 1 double crochet in the adjacent stitch next. Work 1 double crochet in the single crochet position. Crochet 1 double crochet in the next double crochet position. Work 1/2 double crochet in the adjacent stitch. Then chain 3 for a transition. Skip the left 2 double crochets and the picket stitch from next. From the next double crochet position, pick up stitch and work 1/2 double crochet, followed by 3 double crochets. One half double crochet, Treat the 3 chain stitches up to this point as one group. Continue crocheting in the same way. After completing each set of chain stitches, skip 2 double crochets and the picket stitch position. Keep going. Finish with the last 3 chain stitches, then slip stitch into the top of the turning chain, which is the second chain position. Pull tight. Cut the yarn. The 11th round is completed. Move on to crochet the 12th round. Join the yarn in any chain space from the previous round. Make 1 chain as your turning chain. Work 3 single crochets into the chain space. Crochet 1/2 double crochet into the adjacent stitch position. When you encounter the turning chain, insert the hook into the same position where the slip stitch was worked before. Continue with 1 double crochet. Crochet 2 double crochets into the next adjacent position. Work 1 CH2SL picket stitch. Work 2 more double crochets in the same position. After completing, pick up the stitch, crochet 1 double crochet. Then work 1/2 double crochet. Treat the sequence from the beginning to this point as one group. Continue crocheting by repeating this group pattern. Let me demonstrate it again. Start by picking up a chain space. Work 3 single crochets into one space. Then pick up the next stitch. Crochet 1/2 double crochet in sequence. Work 1 double crochet. Crochet 2 double crochets into the next adjacent position. Then work a CH2SL picket stitch. Work 2 more double crochets in the same position. Crochet 1 double crochet into the adjacent stitch. 1/2 double crochet. Another group is now completed. From now on, continue with this method. Keep crocheting. Finally, slip stitch into the starting single crochet. Pull tight, break the yarn. Round 12 is now completed. Next, move on to round 13. In any picket stitch from the previous round. Work into the second double crochet on the left side. Pick up the stitch and join the yarn. Then, chain 1 as the turning chain. Correspondingly make 1 single crochet. Next, pick up the adjacent stitch. Work 1/2 double crochet. Afterward, insert below into the picket from round 10. Crochet 1 treble crochet. Yarn over twice. Insert the hook into the center of the picket stitch. Yarn over and draw through. Then yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Repeat this 3 times. Complete the treble crochet. Skip the next stitch. Pick up the stitches and work 4 double crochets. Next, pick up the same picket stitch position below, work 1 treble crochet. Go back to the top. No need to skip the adjacent stitch. Insert into the stitch and pick up the stitch. Work 1/2 double crochet. Then work 1 single crochet. Next, chain 2. Consider from the start up to this point as one group. Continue repeating this group of stitches as you move down. Next to the chain, you need to skip 2 double crochets and the picket stitch position. Begin from the position corresponding to 1 stitch on the left. Start crocheting. I'll demonstrate it again. Start with 1 single crochet. Then work 1/2 double crochet. Next, pick up the center of the picket stitch from the 10th round. Work 1 treble crochet. Skip 1 stitch. Then crochet 4 double crochets. Next, pick the picket stitch and work 1 treble crochet. Next, pick the adjacent stitch and work 1/2 double crochet. 1 single crochet. Then work 2 chain stitches. Another group is now completed. Continue crocheting following this method. Finally, slip stitch into the starting single crochet. Pull tight. Cut the yarn. Round 13 is now complete. Next, start crocheting round 14. Join the yarn in the half double crochet on the left side of the starting single crochet from the previous round. Then make 3 chain stitches as the turning chain. Work by picking up the respective stitches. Work 8 double crochets evenly. You need to crochet a FPT or 2DC tog afterward. From now on, I will simply call it FPT or 2DC tog. First, pick the position of the treble crochet on the right side below. Crochet an incomplete front post treble crochet. Yarn over twice with your hook. Insert the hook from right to left in front to pick up the treble crochet. Then yarn over and draw the yarn through. Slightly enlarge the loop. Then yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Repeat this step 2 times. 1, 2. There are 2 loops remaining on the hook. This is an incomplete front post treble crochet. Next, pick from below. Target the center of the picket stitch from round 12. Crochet an incomplete double crochet. Then pick the position of the treble crochet on the left side. Crochet an incomplete front post treble crochet. Finally, yarn over and pull through all the loops on the hook in one go. Complete the FPT or 2DC tog stitch. Continue. Skip the chain and single crochet positions. Start from the half double crochet position. Pick up stitches and correspondingly crochet 9 double crochets. After completing, crochet a FPT or 2DC tog stitch. First, pick the position of the treble crochet on the right side below. Crochet an incomplete front post treble crochet. Then pick the center of the picket stitch below. Crochet an incomplete double crochet. Next, pick the position of the treble crochet on the left side. Crochet an incomplete front post treble crochet. Finally, yarn over and pull through all loops on the hook. Complete the FPT or 2DC tog stitch. Consider the 9 double crochets up to this point as one group. Repeat this group pattern for the following stitches. Continue crocheting. After completing, join with a slip stitch at the top of the turning chain. Pull tight. Cut the yarn. That completes the 14th round. This concludes the explanation for section 1. Next, crochet section 2. There are 4 in total. Pick up corresponding positions from section 1 and crochet accordingly. The method is the same for all. Start by crocheting the first section 2. Join the yarn at the corresponding position of section 1. Then crochet back and forth. While crocheting, one side of the beginning and ending needs to be secured at the corresponding position of section 1. Please watch me demonstrate. Place the right side of section 1 facing you. Find any FPT or 2DC tog stitch position. Join the yarn on the third double crochet to the right of the FPT or 2DC tog stitch. Then crochet 2 chain stitches. Next, pick up the stitch from the FPT or 2DC tog. Crochet 3 double crochets. Then crochet 2 chain stitches. Continue by picking up the same position, and crocheting 3 double crochets. Next, crochet 1 chain stitch. Then pick up the third stitch to the left of the FPT or 2DC tog stitch. Crochet 1 single crochet for joining. Now the first row is completed. Next, start the second row. Begin with 3 chain stitches as the turning chain. Then pick up the third stitch from the left side of section 1. Crochet 1 double crochet. Then turn the fabric. Pick up the chain space to the left of the single crochet. Crochet 2 double crochets. Next, crochet 1 chain stitch as a spacer. Pick up the chain space next. Crochet 3 double crochets. Two chain stitches. Continue with 3 double crochets. After completing, crochet 1 chain stitch. Then pick up the next chain space. Crochet 3 double crochets. Then crochet 1 chain stitch. Next, skip 2 stitches to the left from the joining position of the previous row. Work 1 single crochet to join on the next stitch. Complete the second row. For rows 3-4, use the same method as row 2. Start with 3 chain stitches as the turning chain. Then work a double crochet on the third stitch from the left. Turn the fabric. Pick up the chain space from the previous row, and continue working the corresponding stitches. At the end, work a single crochet to join at the corresponding position in section 1. For the specific stitches, refer to the chart. Then complete these 2 rows. After crocheting is finished, fasten off the yarn. Hide the yarn tail on the wrong side of the fabric. That is, the wrong side of section 1. At this point, the first section 2 is completed. Continue with the same method. Refer to the chart. Complete the remaining section 2 areas. Note that the first row is crocheted on the right side of section 1. This concludes the explanation for section 2. Next, crochet section 3. Place the right side of section 1 facing you. Then join the yarn in the chain space of any corner of section 2. Start with 3 chain stitches as the turning chain. Correspondingly make 2 double crochets in the same position. Then move to the left. Pick up each chain space. Crochet 3 double crochets into 1 chain space. Every 3 stitches are separated by 1 chain stitch. Then, in the next double crochet position, crochet 3 double crochets. Chain 1. And then pick the insertion point of the double crochet, crochet 3 double crochets there. Chain 1. And continue moving to the left, skip 2 double crochets, and pick the next stitch position to crochet 3 double crochets. One chain stitch as an interval. Continue to pick the next section too. At the entry position of the edge single crochet, crochet 3 double crochets. With 1 chain stitch as an interval. Then in the positions of the following section too, pick each chain space and crochet 3 double crochets, with 1 chain stitch intervals between them. Keep crocheting until you reach the corner's chain space. Once you've reached the corresponding position, pick the corner space and crochet 3 double crochets. Two chain stitches and 3 double crochets. I treat the stitches of the corner space as one corner of this round, except for the turning chain and the first 2 double crochets. This section counts as one side. Continue crocheting following the method for sides and corners. After finishing the last side, move down to complete the starting corner. Pick the corner space and crochet 3 double crochets. Two chain stitches. Then slip stitch at the top of the turning chain. Pull tight. Cut the yarn. The first round is complete. The following second round does not introduce any new stitches or methods, so everyone can directly refer to the chart and finish this round accordingly. After completing, section 3 will be fully explained, and at the same time, the crochet tutorial for the large motif is also completed. Next, let's learn how to crochet the small motif. Start with a daisy motif. Use the magic ring technique. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise. The new stitches used include a special bobble stitch, DC2 bobble stitch, TR2 bobble stitch and single crochet 3 in 1. Please watch as I demonstrate the detailed crochet method. Begin with the magic ring. Then make 1 chain as your turning chain. Next, pick up the stitch and crochet 6 single crochets. Then close the ring. Finally, work a slip stitch into the starting single crochet. Tighten the yarn. Do not cut the yarn. At this point, the first round is complete. Now, move on to the second round. Start with one chain as your turning chain. Then pick up the stitches. Work single crochet increases correspondingly. Pay attention to weaving in the yarn tail as you crochet. Finally, work a slip stitch into the starting single crochet. Pull tight, cut the yarn. Trim any remaining tails. The second round is now complete. Next, move on to the third round. Join the yarn at the starting single crochet of the previous round. Then make one chain as your turning chain. Correspondingly, work one single crochet. Continue crocheting 6 chain stitches. Then pick the position of the adjacent single crochet. Crochet a special bobble stitch. Wrap the yarn around the hook 4 times. Insert the hook into the corresponding position. Yarn over and draw the yarn through. Yarn over again, and pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Repeat this 4 times. Now there should be 2 loops left on the hook. This is an incomplete 4 triple crochet stitch. Next, crochet an incomplete treble crochet. Wrap the yarn around the hook 2 times. Then locate the position of the incomplete 4 triple crochet stitch. You can see in front of this stitch pattern. There are 4 slanted lines. Insert the hook into the second line from the bottom going upwards. Here, pick up 2 strands to crochet. Yarn over and pull the yarn through. Yarn over again, and pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Repeat this 2 times. This is the incomplete treble crochet. Finally, yarn over, and pull through all the loops on the hook once. Now you've completed a special bobble stitch. Next, make 6 chain stitches. Then insert the hook into the same single crochet position. Work 1 single crochet. I consider the starting 6 chains to this single crochet position as one pattern. Continue crocheting the pattern afterward. First, make 6 chains. Then pick the adjacent single crochet position. Crochet a special bobble stitch. Start by crocheting incomplete 4 triple crochet stitch. Then pick the second diagonal position from bottom to top. crochet an incomplete treble crochet. Finally, yarn over and pull through all the loops on the hook once. This completes the special bobble stitch. Afterwards, continue with 6 chain stitches. Then work 1 single crochet in the same position. Here, you've completed another pattern. Continue following the pattern technique. Keep crocheting. The placement for the last special bobble stitch is at the starting single crochet insertion point. Insert the hook in the starting single crochet position. Finally, slip stitch into the starting single crochet. Pull tight. Break the yarn. Hide the yarn tail on the wrong side. In total, there are 12 patterns completed here. You can all double check now. At this point, the third round is complete. Next, crochet the fourth round. At any bobble stitch position, pick up its stitch to insert and join the yarn. Then make 1 chain as your turning chain. Correspondingly, work 1 single crochet. Crochet 3 chain stitches. Then pick the next bobble stitch. Work a DC2 bobble stitch. First, work 2 incomplete double crochets. 1, 2. Finally, yarn over and draw through all the loops on the hook. This completes the DC2 bobble stitch. Then crochet 2 chain stitches for the interval. In the same position, work a TR2 bobble stitch. Start by working 2 incomplete treble crochets. Then yarn over and draw through all the loops on the hook. This completes the TR2 bobble stitch. Continue with 2 chain stitches. Then work another DC2 bobble stitch in the same position. I consider the 3 bobble stitches that I worked in this position, along with the chains in between, as one corner. Crochet 3 chain stitches afterward. Then pick up the next bobble stitch and work 1 single crochet into it. Then chain 4. Pick up the next bobble stitch. Work 1 single crochet. Continue with 3 chain stitches. Consider the chains between and around these two single crochets as one edge. Continue crocheting following the method for edges and corners. Finish crocheting the last corner. Move to complete the starting edge. Start with 3 chain stitches. Then pick up the bobble stitch, and work 1 single crochet into it. Chain 4 after that. Join with a slip stitch in the starting single crochet. Tighten the yarn. Don't cut the yarn. This completes the 4th round. Continue to the 5th round. Start with 1 chain stitch as your turning chain. Correspondingly make 1 single crochet. Refer to the chart. Pick up stitches and chain spaces, then correspondingly work single crochets. Keep crocheting until you reach just before the position of the DC2 bobble stitch. When you reach the corresponding position, here, work SC3 in 1. That means you'll make 3 single crochets in 1 stitch. Insert the hook into the bobble stitch. Complete the SC3 in 1. Moving forward, only at the positions of the T are 2 bobble stitch. You need to crochet 3 single crochets into 1 stitch. For all other positions, just correspondingly make single crochets. Everyone, refer to the chart. Finish crocheting the remaining part. Finally, join with a slip stitch on the starting single crochet. Tighten the yarn. Don't cut the yarn. Now, the 5th round is completed. For the 6th round, there are no new stitches or techniques involved. Just refer to the chart directly, and complete this round. Once done, move on to crochet the 7th round. In this round, some sections require working and joining simultaneously. Here, these are the joining points of the motifs. You can refer to the motif joining schematic diagram for specific stitch techniques and insertion points. You can check the close-up chart for joining motifs. Here, I'll use the joining point above the side of a large motif as an example. I will demonstrate the method of crocheting and joining as you go. We start by joining this side. First, refer to the chart. Crochet until just before the corner where the joining is needed. My sample has reached the corresponding position. Next, you need to crochet the corner position. Here, a joining is required. First, pick the corresponding position and work 3 double crochets. Then, work 1 chain stitch. Next, pick up the large motif. Insert the hook into the chain space of any corner of the motif. Work 1 slip stitch to join. Note that all stitches are inserted on the right side. After completing, continue with 1 chain stitch. Go back to the small motif. At the insertion point of the previous 3 double crochets, work 3 double crochets. Now, you've completed the crocheting of this corner, and the joining is done. Next, join with the side of the large motif. At the next corresponding chain space, work a slip stitch to join. Then go back to the small motif. Move left and skip the corresponding number of single crochets. At the corresponding position, work 3 double crochets. Then join with the next space of the large motif with a slip stitch. Go back to the small motif, skip the corresponding number of stitches, and work 3 double crochets. Continue using this method. Keep joining until you reach the next corner position. When you reach the corner position, join once again following the previous method. Start by working 3 double crochets. Chain 1. Slip stitch join with the large motif. Then chain 1 again. Go back to the corner of the small motif. Continue picking up the same spot and work 3 double crochets. By now, you've finished joining this side. When no further joining is needed, refer to the chart and crochet accordingly. If more joining is required, follow this method to crochet and join as you go. In my case, no further joining is needed moving downward, so I will continue crocheting. Finally, slip stitch into the turning chain. Pull tight. Break the yarn. Hide the yarn tail on the wrong side. That concludes the crocheting tutorial for a daisy motif.